Tonight, 8 on Your Side investigates after a Facebook post lands a mom of 3 in the Pasco County Jail. You've heard of people losing a job for posting on social media, but Jessie Weiner has lost her freedom for 5 months. This all stems from a long, drawn-out family court case involving a child.
The judge actually sent the mother to jail for violating court orders. Tonight, 8 on Your Side investigative reporter Masa Saidi is looking into the circumstances and how this woman lost her freedom so quickly.
Very quickly. Keith, Jen, social media can land you in a lot of trouble. That mom says she got a note to appear in court. About 24 hours later, she was locked up.
Social media is likely one of the first things you check this morning. And throughout the day, most of us are posting, sharing, and clicking like. Jessie Weiner was no exception.
It was just like my whole life had crumbled.
This is a story about a post that showed up on her Facebook page. It's Exhibit A in the court documents. It reads, quote, "This is what's going on. The Pasco Family Court judge is tagged, and sensitive documents concerning Weiner's husband's child with an ex are released." Weiner wasn't even a party to the case, but reaction by the judge was swift.
The next thing I know, I hear 5 months in the county jail. No matter what was presented, no matter what was said, I was guilty, no matter the case law.
Weiner was booked for criminal contempt. The judge laying out the reason, referencing the sensitive documents she had ordered sealed. Those same documents that showed up on Weiner's Facebook.
Can we agree that the judge's order was violated because something was posted on social media that shouldn't have been?
I don't think you can agree to that without making certain assumptions.
Attorney Melissa Isaac says far from proving contempt beyond a reasonable doubt, the case against her client was built on assumptions of guilt.
You know, a court can't assume that it knows who is posting on social media. A court can't assume, especially that a non-party is aware of all the orders that were entered in the case.
Tonight, the court unable to comment on pending litigation, but the family had been held in contempt for previous posts about this case. Records indicate someone on Weiner's Facebook even shared an old article about when her husband was jailed over a Facebook post. For now, this mom of 3 is set to stay behind bars until August.
Not only am I incarcerated, but I no longer have a job or income or a job I can even go back to because I'm not eligible for that job anymore.
And she's a therapist. She says she has lost her job because of all this, as you just heard. The bottom line is what happens in social media can end up in court.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear her a little bit, but you can tell she's frustrated. You couldn't get a microphone back there to mic her up, and so you kind of have to listen through that glass. But the story's compelling, but she's not really a part of this case per se. So does the judge actually have a right, or I guess a judge can do what they want, but can a judge do that? Hold her in contempt like that?
That is a great question. I can tell you it all depends on whether she had noticed. So she wasn't a party to the case. She wasn't in court. So one could argue that she didn't know she wasn't supposed to put those documents online, not aware of the judge's order. But her husband was a party. He did know that. So kind of a difficult case to make out, but it is her strongest argument. We'll see what happens on appeal.
All right. Thank you, Masa. If you have a problem you want Masa to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.